To the left of me, we have Dupree, Bree, Kiara, Jantia, Shankesia, and Michael. To my right, we have Cody, Latavia, Petrie, Blackshin, Nisha, and Shelby. Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but I know we've all, at one point in our life, heard someone say to us, "Why are you using that white voice?" or "What's up with that white voice?" So another word for that is code switching. Code switching is pretty much the practice of alternating between two or more languages or varieties of language in one conversation. So have you guys ever heard anyone say that to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
My whole life.
Oh, yeah, my students.
Why do we, oh, sorry.
I was just about to say, every time someone calls me on my phone in my classroom,
On your personal phone?
no, on the actual phone,
Work phone.
work phone, I use this certain voice, and the kids were like, "Miss Williams, why are you talking like that?" Because they know I talk to them like,
How are you talking about?
yeah. I had a kid ask me, "Was I from the hood?" But yeah, it's just something natural that I'm used to doing, especially around white people. I have this certain voice that I put on because I feel like they're gonna think I'm the ignorant girl who doesn't know how to use proper syntax and grammar. So
That
I
leads
feel
me
like,
to my next question. Why do we code switch? Why do we do that?
And I was thinking that, like, because we don't want to be looked at as ignorant pretty much, but I think it's because, like, especially as a black girl, you know, we spoke about in one episode how a lot of black girls do misrepresent us and they are ignorant. But like for me, I've always been that type where I talk proper anyway. And people have always said, well, you talk like a white girl, you talk proper, but it's like I'm staying true to me. So I'm not doing this because I'm trying to, you know, I'm just an articulate person. But I never code switch. I want to actually be a little more ghetto around a whole bunch of white people, just so they know, like, I am that ignorant black girl who could switch from 0 to 100 at any. You see what I'm saying? So I think exactly. So I think that we should. I don't like this. I don't like that code switching is a thing. I don't think we should. You know.
Well, let me ask this. If you code switch, raise your hand.
What?
No.
Wow.
Let me say this. If you intentionally code switch, raise your hand. Why? Why do y'all do that?
Can I say something?
So, what I'm talking about? That's how it is.
You too soft. Look how you're sitting like a G.
That's how it is.
Go ahead. Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Who has it? You said Shelby. Oh, Shelby and Latavia.
I was gonna say, when you code switch, it's not the fact that you're trying to, but like make it seem like you're not ignorant, or make it seem like I'm code switching to show them that I'm more than what I am right now.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's like, I don't want to make it seem like you code switch because, oh, I'm not trying to show my ignorant side. I'm ghetto and I'm not trying to make it seem like, no, that's not what we're saying. In the sense of, we all know we're African American. That's what that is. So when you step into a world, whether it's the engineering world, the medical world, the business world, you are the minority. You are the minority. Teachers, you're the minority. It's just, I don't know, it's just what we are. So in a sense of not saying that we're inferior or that we're less than or that we're not smart enough, it's just a simple fact of when you see people with the upper hand, who are they? They're white. The majority, they're white. And just going towards, I'm just saying in general, they're white. Or they're not who we are. We're the minority. So, not saying that you have to, but I just don't want to make it seem like, oh, you're ignorant just because you code switch.
So, okay, let me let y'all. Well, did y'all still have something to say?
oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I teach professional communications to my students, and one thing that we need to differentiate is that slang and conversational tone is totally different from professional conversation.
Yes.
I'm gonna say my mama, him, and all that type of stuff to black people who are familiar with that language. I actually said that in front of my kids, and they were like, "What does that mean?" And I was like, "Let me scale down and make sure I'm speaking professionally, because just because they're black or just because they're young or whatever doesn't mean they understand what I'm saying." So I just want everyone to understand exactly where I'm coming from, so I speak in a certain
Who imposed it there? That's the thing I disagree.
That's gonna get
I know,
Let's
I disagree with the Gemini.
no, Bree and then I think
like to differentiate, because people think when you speak in professional that you're code switching. No, it's just I'm being articulate, you know, I'm just speaking professional. But I can say working in corporate, it's not a lot like me. And so I could feel, I could just feel myself just, changing my voice until I got around. So I got to a point like, you know what? Damn if I do, damn if I don't. If they don't like the way I can still talk black and still be articulate, oh well. Because, they gonna judge me regardless of me, however they gonna look at me. So I'm just gonna be comfortable. And honestly, a lot of that being comfortable was seeing more of me that looked like me in my setting, to where it was these women and men who are on senior level, C-level positions that's still black, still sister girls, still got their curly hair and talking and just being articulate. So it is a difference of being articulate and professional than just having slang and talking to your cousins or your friends and stuff. So I think it's different. So.
Michael?
So my opinion, my belief, it's all about energy. Okay.
Talk about what? I'm sorry.
Energy.
Okay.
Energy. And what I mean by that is, I have Caribbean culture in me.
Okay.
And when I go out, if I'm vibing with my friends and stuff, then that Caribbean culture is just gonna come out. It's just natural.
Right.
Okay. Now I did. When I was younger, I had a hardcore ghetto accent, slang. Okay. And then I realized as I became a responsible individual in the corporate world that was not acceptable. Okay, it is more professional to pronounce the language the way it's supposed to be. Period. Meaning, as I'm going up through the ladder, I'm pronunciating things. See, even I struggle with that a little bit, but I'm saying things correctly. Because of course, in a leadership role, you want to make sure that you are 100%, whatever message you have, you are able to communicate it and throw it out there 100% to where whoever's listening to it, receive it just as how you communicating it. So throwing in, the kind of slang and a whole different accent, because there's accents also. But throwing all those in, sometimes not everybody will receive it the same way, some of your family members will. So it's all about energy. It's all about who you're going to be with or the situation that you're in.
I think so. I agree in a sense, but I think what I've learned over the past couple of years since being in the corporate world, I find myself a victim of code switching, and I hate it for the simple fact that other people don't have to code switch. There are other ways that people that aren't of color, they come to sell, people say come to work as your whole self. We can't do that, but they can. I've seen people come to work and they say whatever they want. They talk about politics, they talk about whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. They talk about our culture. And yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. Who told y'all can't?
But I'm saying that's why
Be honest.
I don't care what field you're in.
No, and that's why I agree.
Obama showed us that.
No, and I agree. I think that's why I say I call myself a victim of code switching, because I realize that nobody else is doing that. While I'm trying to make sure that I'm professional and that this status quo of what's professional, but you're not professional.
Not only that,
You're coming to work and talking mad crazy stuff, and I'm like, you shouldn't be saying that at work, but I can't be myself.
not
I
only
can't
that
say
crazy, they're trying to talk like you.
exactly. And so that's why even right now, the way my work setup is set place, I go to different projects and stuff every couple of 6 months, every half a year. I go to a different project and it's different people. I find now that people try to talk like we talk. And so it's different when you get in a situation like that, and you're like, it makes you think different. It's like, why am I trying to code switch when you trying to talk like me? So it's different. To me, it says a lot, and I think it's made me realize that you don't need to be trying to not be yourself, because these other people are trying to be you. And it's like they want to talk like you and they want to relate to you, and they're trying to relate to you. And it's just like, why don't y'all all just come to a common ground?
Our culture is what?
Our culture is a big influence in
I agree. I 100% agree. I think that's been the biggest of 2019. That's been the biggest biggest mind-boggling thing for me is just to be like, why am I code switching when these people are trying to code switch to me?
Amen.
Kiara, Tanika, and then Joey.
I think that we shouldn't get to the point where we feel like we have to put ourselves in a box. Coming from Flint, Michigan, predominantly black, all I knew was good life. My mother moved me to Columbus, Ohio, where I was exposed to so many different cultures and so many different ways of people speaking. I wanted to be able to be heard. I want to communicate effectively, so what I say to you, you can receive what I'm saying.
Definitely.
I'm a singer.
No.
The art of language, the art of sound, enunciation of words. I want to communicate effectively. It has nothing to do with my personality or where I come from and my state of mind and my knowledge. I want to connect with you. So if I speak a little bit more properly, I want to be received properly. That's all it is.
And that connection is what?
Yeah.
It's that connection is what we've been imposed to, when we have to connect.
We've been exposed to ignorance. Because my thing is, I can go to Oak Cliff. I'm from Flint, Michigan, right? I talk proper. Doesn't mean I think I'm better than anyone. We speak proper English up in Flint. Doesn't mean I'm not
That's what you
good.
didn't say that.
Come
You
here.
said you're talking about being effectively. You can be effectively without saying that you don't have to talk proper, because I don't talk proper.
But listen, I can get to a level of understanding with you. Because me and you, we know each other on a personal level, so I can switch it up with you and I can connect. I want to connect with you. I want to feel you. So I'm going to change my language with you so I can connect. It's not about me, it's about you. I want you to receive me. So I'm going to speak on your level. It doesn't matter about mine. So unselfishly, I code switch on purpose to be understood.
Energy,
If that makes
vibration.
sense.
Okay.
Okay, and
Yes.
that definitely makes sense. And I just wanted to say, let's not get it twisted, because articulation and code switching is two different things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's nothing wrong with being able to articulate yourself. That doesn't mean you're code switching, but another point she meant personality. Like, I think oftentimes it affects us in more ways than just code switching, when we feel like we have to take away from who we are in order to fit in with them, because they're the majority and we're the minority. But it's like, yeah, which also is, yeah. You know what I mean? So my thing is,
But what's
let's
crazy
just not.
is it's not even about fitting in with just them. It's about fitting in with your own people. Because I know a lot of black people that will say to me like, "Oh, you are, like in high school,
I was just about to say that.
or you this and the other because you speak this type of way," and it's like.
And that's what I was just gonna say. No, but let me tell you, that's what I was just gonna say.
I'm not gonna talk to you out loud about it.
That's what I was just gonna say. Especially as black people, we are judged from them, from us, and I think that's why it's important. Personality, stay true to who you are. Just keep you can be articulate and just have your personality. And it's like, I think that black people, we go so much further, and we could go so much further if we just stay true to us. Like, be who you are. If you talk a little bit of slang and you know how to mix it up and be articulate within your slang, because I'm a professional and like I'm a business owner. And one thing which I've been told from, like, I work with a lot of people with money, and I will in a business meeting say, you know what I mean? You feel me? It's natural. I promise you, I will. I was in the middle of a business meeting, but you know, I'm from New York, and it's like, I'm gonna be me. I don't care if you're the president or anything. If that's how I think you're gonna receive, you feel me? And white people will answer, yeah, I feel you. And they, you know, yeah, okay, good. That's like that understanding. You see what I'm saying? So ain't no code switching into that.
Let's go ahead and let Shelby
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, when I say the majority and versus minority, I'm talking about not in a sense of like how we represent each other as like individuals on this planet. I'm saying in the workforce. So I'm just referring to medicine. When I walk into my classroom, I represent 6% of medicine at my medical school. So I am the minority. When you go switch, not from African American female, I switch to black males, they're non-existent in medicine. There's none. I can't even tell you the statistic because I don't even know it because it's so small. So when I say minority, that's what I mean, as in there's no representation. So when I say like code switching, or we all know, everybody in this room knows that I have to work 2 times, 3 times, 5 times harder than this person that's sitting next to me that's not black, versus that's not whatever they are. I know that I have to work 10 times harder.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I'm a deep thinker.
Mm-hmm.
As Black people, the truth is, we have mastered overcoming adversity.
Yeah.
We have mastered how to make a way out of no way. Therefore, we really don't have to work 10 times harder. We're smart. We're smart. We don't have to work as hard.
The more challenges we have, the smarter we become.
The adversity brings out the best in us.
Everything that they had, we made.
I totally agree
Yes.
with you.
They want to
But
be
when
us.
you're in that foot, I'm telling you, you have to work 10.
That's a mindset.
You do have to understand that you created medicine. You created medicine.
You gotta think about it. Your mama or your daddy told you that, and they probably
do that.
That's passed on. That's passed on.
It's not passed on, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I'm in it right now.
I'm so proud of you, girl.
But listen to me. Listen, no. Listen to me. When you sit down, I'm just let y'all know, and this not even just in medicine. This is across the board. When you sit down and take a test, me and old girl done studied the same amount of time, the same amount of whatever. We not talking about nepotism, because that's the thing. We not talking about, you talking about first generation business owner. You talk first generation physician, first generation lawyer. I'm not saying those things should be given to you, but at the same time, those things are, because you might be first generation just across the board in anything. You don't know exactly what to do. Yes, you might have mentors and people that have tried to help you, but everything is not laid out for you to succeed. So, I'm just saying, as a Black individual, yes, we might we created hella stuff.
Everything.
And just like Jantia said, people are trying to beat us on so many different levels. But you just got to acknowledge that we as a people are at a disadvantage.
So
That's just in general. It doesn't matter what field
What
you're
would
in.
happen if we didn't code switch?
We'll fail.
What? No.
What?
It depends.
And we have to understand, this is my thing. I have 10 years of customer service experience, talking to people over the phone, never seeing their face, but one thing I can tell you is where they're from, their age, their race, it's the sound, the communication, the art. It's an art of sound. You're looking at total different levels where if we don't code switch, we fail. It's okay to be true to ourselves. Connect where we need to connect. You can still be yourself, but at the end of the day, I want to be heard. Maybe that's just me. And I'm leading by example from all those people that tease me, back in the day about, you trying to talk white. It's not about talking white. I'm getting what I need to for me and my culture and my family, and I'm going to come back and we can discuss. It's sound. It has nothing to do with who I am, but that's just me. Maybe that's ignorance to y'all, but it's helping me. And if I can help somebody else, I say, hey, learn the art of communication and how they speak and how they sound, connect and get what you need and move on.
You have a beautiful voice, and I just feel
No, see, the thing is that you talking about that was imposed on us, bro. As far as like coming to it, that was imposed on us. That was imposed.
But it's not.
That's my life.
I'm saying
I'm not gonna live like that. I'm not gonna live like trying to enslave how I talk. I'm not gonna live. I'm not gonna enslave. I'm not gonna be enslaved to everybody. I'm not talk. No one should do that. No black person should do that.
let me tell you something.
No black person should do that.
Actually, wait. Bree's gonna go next.
I don't think we're necessarily gonna fail, but I think there's a disadvantage. Like if it was me and you going to a corporate position, like she's saying, you talk a little bit more. I'm not gonna say code switch, but to them, it doesn't make it right or wrong. Because who's to say who's to say what's right or wrong? That's what they imposed on us or whatever. But my thing is, if me and you was to go for a same position in corporate, and to them, from the sound, they feel like, oh, she's more relatable, she talks and I'm myself. Well, I'm not saying you're not yourself, but it comes across me, I'm aggressive, I'm ghetto, they're gonna pick you. Same skin color, same whatever, but because to them, you sound more relatable to them than me, they're gonna pick you over me, and that's what
I think that they should. Because at the end of the day, I'm looking at it like, when I talk to my baby, right, I'm a mother of 3 children.
Hey.
I talk to my son. It's not the same. It's an art of communication. I'm want to talk with him on his level.
No, but if we
So I
have
want
the
him to
same, if we have the
understand.
same
We have to
credentials-
take that little mindset all the way with us to the
I
top.
disagree. We have the same credentials, we have the same education, we can communicate both effectively the same, but because my tone or my demeanor comes across a little bit aggressive, yeah, the more stern, that's an obvious.
If I was in a position to hire you, I would. Because my mentality, I can see past the sound. You know, I can feel who you are.
But
So I would hire you.
see, that goes back to that being your art. You see sound something.
Right, but
Yeah, my understanding of life is totally different. So I'm following the sound. You know,
Yeah.
I want to be heard. I want to connect with
But
you.
not
That's just
everybody
me.
thinks like
It could be ignorance, but it works for me.
It's not ignorant, it's not ignorant, it's not ignorant, it's not ignorant.
Everybody.
It's not ignorant, it's not ignorant, it's not ignorant, it's not ignorant.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hear this guy right here.
That's you understanding.
I want to hear. What's your point of view? I'm open.
I feel like what she's saying is definitely right if you're working for somebody, and what you're saying is definitely right if you own your own business.
See, and I'm thinking from somebody that owns my own
Let me finish, bro. If you going for an interview, you not finna be in there talking like we talking right now.
You're not.
Like he said earlier, it's their energy. He's not gonna come in there with everybody and talk like that, bro.
I have.
But with a business,
Did you get the job?
but if you got a business, if I'm a business owner, I can come in there however I want, cause I'm supplying you whatever you need. I can come in there with tattoos
Be
on my
yourself.
face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when we working for the white man, cause that's what we work for. Like you can't be in there like we talking right now.
Hey, again, you're a unique person. Again.
Them niggas ain't gonna control me.
That's why you're who you are.
Let
And
me
I'm
say
just thinking in perspective, if I had to hire someone, right, I would more likely hire someone that could code switch, because I can trust you when I leave this mug, that you're gonna handle, you can get every freaking client that I need, because you can connect on this level, that level. You're not limited. Because we understand that people in this world judge you because of how you sound. We can't do nothing about it. So let's understand, you keep changing the situation.
Listen, I'm not getting my people enslaved by that. Right,
But you come from Louisiana. When people heard you speak, we couldn't even tell that you were from New Orleans. You see what I'm saying? Because you got it, people teach you. They couldn't understand you.
Yeah.
You changed.
Wait.
I didn't know.
But you know this.
Is that code switching?
Wait.
I understood.
No, I ain't going to.
Wait. Yeah, what's the fake?
Let's go ahead and let Latavia go.
I'm not gonna say what's happening. I'm not gonna say. No, that's not effective communication. You said effective communication.
I think everybody.
Slang excuses, like you're saying, slang is different from effective
And that
communication.
I don't think a lot of people understand that black language comes from slavery. We talk like that because we didn't have the opportunity to talk.
slavery.
Yeah, before slavery. But we talk like that because we didn't have books to read to teach us the proper, whatever that is. Exactly. Whatever that is, the way we talk. That's why we talk like that.
Yeah. But I don't even consider it as proper. Like, again, I'm going with sound. That's just an art of communication. My grandmother
That's the
speaks
communication of
You see what I'm saying? I can
the
speak to her effectively in how she
communication of
speaks. So I can communicate with Granny effectively. Regardless, y'all, I can use that if you understand what I'm saying. You guys, I can use that.
We can be Michael and Gentia.
I'm just listening to what everyone is saying, and it's like I get where you're coming from.
I do understand what you're
And maybe I just don't understand code switching, maybe. You know,
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. When it comes to code switching, like I can't believe like it's really a thing, but I guess I can see how it is a thing. And I want to go back to the question: what happens when you code switch and you say, if we don't code switch, we fail? I think that, to be honest, a lot of us are code switching, and that contributes to why we actually are failing. Because we are, when you think that you have to change any aspect of who you are in order to get a job, or in order to fit in, or in order to be hired, you're limiting yourself in your mind. And remember, that's where a lot of us are. We're limiting ourselves in our mind first, saying, "Oh, I have to speak this way." And like it's like, you know what? How about if you say, "I don't care if you accept because this is who I am." And I think we're so busy because society does it, society forces us as black people to try to change every aspect of ourselves, so we're not happy with ourselves. Because who really wants to code switch? Like, I've worked my way up from corporate America. I went to medical school. I was going to school for nursing. I was the health unit coordinator. I was over the floor, and I have always stayed true to me. Now, what I will tell you is, I've been in human resources a lot. I constantly have to defend myself, yes, but I ain't never got fired. They can't fire me because I know what I know. I know my stuff, and I'm gonna stay true to who I am, regardless of anything. I'm a business owner. In front of a lot of people, I met him. I go out looking raggedy. I don't dress up. I am who I am, and I will never change that.
I'm training my children as well. You know, I'm training my children to be in the state of ownership. You know, I have my own business. I want my children to have theirs. But the average person is working for somebody. The average person don't have theirs. So if you have to win and exist in this world that you don't own, code switching will help you get to where you need to be.
No, listen to what you just said.
To get what you need.
Okay.
So as a business owner, you can walk in, I can wear what I want to wear, I can sit because this is my shit.
Okay,
I
get what you're saying, but I just want you to see where you're limiting yourself in your mind. Because you just said, I'm training my children because the average person in the world works for someone. Now, if you want your children to grow up and be average, then you can train them that way. But if you want your children to stay true to who they are and not switch up for the world, you're going to teach them something different. Because it don't matter if you're a business owner or if you're in medical school or anywhere, you're going to stay true to who you are. Now, if you're not doing that, then you're causing more confusion in your life because you're saying, okay, well, when I go to work, I'm going to be like this. But then when I go to my friends, I'm going to be like this. And then you're going to be in a world of confusion. How about just wake up and be you? No matter where you are.
You is that. That's what I'm saying.
Find out who you are. Find out this is me. And anybody that knows me knows this is me. Just like I said, okay, I don't like him. He knows I don't like him. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm who I am. And if I don't like you, I'm going to tell you I don't like you. If I don't fool with you, I'm going to tell you I don't fool with you. If we're in a business meeting and you're frustrating me, you're frustrating me. You see what I'm saying? I am who I am. And over the years when I've tried to not be that, I was frustrated. I'm happier being who I am. And I think that for all the code switches out there, be you be a lot happier. That's why we confuse and we spaz out on each other. Because it's like, you'll get mad at me because I don't got a code switch. When you got a code switch, it's a subconscious thing. You see what I'm saying? It's subconscious, and that's where all that confusion within the black culture comes from, because we mad at each other like, oh, look at her, think she ain't got a code switch, and here I am over here code switching. Well, that's what you choose to do.
Yeah, see, and I'm in the state where regardless of how you speak, code switch, don't code switch, I love you. When I walked in here, I thought you were freaking amazing, regardless of how you speak.
But you're a beautiful person, though.
But
You don't care.
that's how I look at everybody. But that's how I look at everybody.
The world is
That
not
goes back to the energy that he was saying. That goes back to what he was saying earlier.
Okay, what's the topic of this discussion?
What's up with that white voice?
What's the topic of this discussion?
What's up with that white voice?
Okay, so what's up with the white voice? First of all, that's degrading to blacks, okay? Because what it's saying is that we don't know how to speak the English language, okay? So we're raised in an environment where it's like, hey, what's up, son? What's up, homie? What's up? Hey, that's fine, but the English language is the English language.
But who's basing the English? Who says the English language is the standard? Who says it?
That's the question.
Well, that's a good question. Well, let me answer it. Okay? Let me answer it. The answer is society.
Yes.
Okay? We live in this society. Now, if we move to fucking Brazil, okay, where the jungles are, and we fucking make a camp like Naked and Afraid, then we're in our own society.
Do you know who creates society? Do you know who makes up the society?
No. Okay.
Queen. Yeah.
But we were talking about the reality. We were talking about the reality of now. The reality of now is that the society that we're in now is not created by us, unfortunately.
That's why we need to change it. That's what we're talking about.
That's how we change it.
We're not changing code switches.
Your mind coming up when it comes to putting off that we created all this shit.
All right, we may have created it, but we're not controlling it right now.
That's what we gotta do. That's what we gotta do. That's what we gotta do. That's where it starts at. That's where
Okay,
it starts
let's
at.
pay me and then jump to you.
That's where it starts
I
at.
got me right. She been away for a
For a long
long time.
Okay, I guess I'm just kind of confused with code switching as well, because I
Let me
don't know
go
if
for
it's
that.
tone
alternating between 2 or more languages.
Okay, so
Answer that.
I just don't understand why y'all not understanding what professionalism
We're not
is in
talking
their
about
world.
professionalism. Y'all are making it professional. We're not talking about
Because that's the
professionalism.
only time I go outside.
Y'all post, let's say you're in the grocery store and a white lady.
Oh, wait.
Oh, no, I'm not co-switching for that. I'm not co-switching for that.
Okay, so
Shelby.
I'm not co-switching for that.
whenever,
No, we're talking about 2 different things.
You shouldn't be co-switching at school either.
Or at work.
my understanding was in a professional setting.
I'm work in the government, dog. I should work all the time.
You're not talking to him like that, though.
Yes, I do.
Wait.
I promise you I do.
Be true.
Please.
Guys.
My understanding was a professional setting, and I was gonna bring up the point, you're not, maybe in your everyday life you do say, nah, I mean, that type of stuff, but if you're writing to, try to get a grant or something, you're not gonna write that slang in a paper, you're not.
Right.
Y'all just
That's being too specific. That has nothing to do with code switching.
I'm saying with
You
slang,
can effectively communicate without slang and not code switch.
Exactly, but I'm saying my everyday life, I speak slang all the time, that's me.
Do you think that way around? Like, say if you're in the break room at work. If you're in the break room at work, would you speak slang even if you're just like on the phone? Or do you literally change up at work? Like, I know some people in the break room even be like, you know, girl trying to talk all loud professionally, but when they get real, no, be real. You know what I'm saying? Don't whisper the real shit. Be loud. That's personal. As long as it's not personal, you know what I mean?
Let's go ahead.
I agree in the sense of like when you're at the grocery store, I feel like when I'm at home, that's different. But I think what we're missing, I don't know if maybe I'm missing this point in the topic of like professionalism. I think it's a different thing. Like I feel like people associate code switching with work, and that's not the thing. The thing at work is you're either professional or you're not. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Hispanic, period. You are either professional or you're not. You don't talk about Trump, all these other things, religion, politics. That is point blank period. You don't talk about that at work. And you do that, like that's certain things you talk about at home. I think that is professionalism. That to me, if you're code switching, it's like I feel like people associate code switching with like, oh, I'm at work and I'm talking about all these different things. People throw in slang and stuff like that, but it's not about that. It's about like at the end of the day, there's a difference. You're either you're professional at work or you're not. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, period. I know a lot of white people that aren't professional at work. They're not. They don't. That's what I was saying earlier. They're not professional at all. And it has nothing to do with race. I know so many, and I feel like we do that to ourselves.
Exactly.
Saying that, oh, we're code switching when they are too. Because they don't talk the same way that they do at work that they do at home. And that's the problem is that people are like, oh, black people are code switching. No, everybody's code switching.
But the definition doesn't say, code switching is the practice of
But
black
I feel
people.
like that's what a lot of people associate. People say code switching, you don't ever think of white people code switching at work.
What about Hispanic, Spanish speaking people?
Exactly, you don't say
When
that.
they talk to their homegirls, they don't talk to them like they talk to us.
Don't throw that on us. It's everybody. It's not just us. That's the problem is we are like dogging on ourselves like, oh, we code switching. No, it's everybody. Everybody, I witnessed it. Everybody doing the same thing. Don't put that on us. Don't put that on, oh, it's only black people. It's not. And that's the problem with black people in general. Like we always trying to just hammer down. There's a lot of stuff that yes, we do, as a people we could do better, but there's a lot of stuff like code switching where it's just like that's not only an us thing. Don't put that on yourself. Don't put that on us. Like that's an everybody thing. That's when I look at other people at my job like you shouldn't be saying that at work and you don't even look like me. That's my point. It's like don't put that on me. Like it's just a me thing. It's not. Like it's an everybody.
So
thing.
let me ask you this to you guys, because I know for myself, what's the difference between professionalism and code switching?
To me, professionalism, there are certain things that you would say at work that you would not say if you were off work. You don't talk about your coworkers to your coworkers, do you? No. You wait till you get off and you tell your best friend, girl, this girl at work was really she was really pissing me off saying she was doing some bullshit. Because she was on some bullshit, but you don't say say that at work, but it's not professional. There's a code of ethics standard. There's a code of ethics standard that applies to everybody. And people try to make it seem like, oh, like it's for everybody.
But do everybody call it?
No, but I'm saying a lot of people do. I'm saying a lot of people don't follow it. My point is that it's not just a black thing.
It's not a black thing. It's not a black thing. It's not
like
a black thing.
I've witnessed so many people that are just like so out of line. I'd be my pet peeve at work is people using the word ghetto. Hey, you don't know what ghetto is.
Right.
You don't. Black, white, Puerto Rican, Hispanic, I don't care what you are. You don't know what ghetto is. So don't use that word. To me, that's not professional for you to be at work like, oh, I live in the ghetto, this, that, and other. You don't know what that is. Don't mention it, don't say it. It's not a professional thing to talk about at work. So that's my opinion.
Check them at work too.
Yeah, and I tell them that goes back. I tell them
Everybody did it.
I told somebody last week.
Everybody told it.
You don't know what ghetto is.
So ghetto.
Don't say that.
Yeah, they don't know what ghetto. Unfortunately, ghetto is referenced to as the moment somebody hear the word ghetto, they put black next to it.
Yes.
There is a ghetto in every country. There's a word ghetto.
Everybody got their ghetto on their
Right.
Exactly. Everybody has their own ghetto, but that's how when people say that word, I'd be like, what do you mean? I'm quick to say, what is your definition? I would ask somebody in a hot second at work.
I like how you challenge
If you have the
people.
nerve to say it at work, that's not professional. So I'm gonna ask you, what's your definition of ghetto?
Thank you.
Right. Take the challenge. That's exactly
Why are you saying that?
Chin
If you
check.
associate ghetto,
Chin check.
there being more
Say that
black
word
people
about chin check.
in that area.
That or they live below the poverty level, which to me, just because they don't have the means of money doesn't make them ghetto.
Exactly.
Alright, so I guess to wrap this up, some of us think that it's okay to code switch, and some of us have, I guess, risen a little bit.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever code switched.
I will say, early on in adulthood, I did code switch. I thought I had to. As I've grown into myself, I no longer do that.
Right.
Shit, I
Have
got
to.
code switch in my life. My parents told me.
And then I also articulate words.
Let me ask you.
Like if I was to answer phone, I think you would like that.
Let me ask you, is this your natural?
That's not problem. That's the problem. That's really not.
That's been imposed on us too. That's been imposed on us too.
But this is
That's what you've been enslaved to too, bro. That's what you've been enslaved to.
This is your natural state, right? This is your
Yeah, but I
natural
mean,
state.
don't get me wrong. You know, they don't know.
But that's you on a personal
I'm
level.
about to say, can I ask a question? I'm saying it's okay. To me, that's the problem is that people say like, oh, I don't think you're working on the phone. Why does it have to be a white girl's voice? Why can't that be my voice?
Exactly.
And schools that said, oh, my white friends were like, oh, you're an Oreo. We love you because you talk this way. And I'm saying like that's the way, but black people feel the same way. Black people that don't talk like us are like, oh, you an Oreo. You talk like
And
them.
that's what's unfortunate right there. That's it. That's it right there.
In my younger days, but I mean, it didn't.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Because I think as you get older, you
I'll tell you the
realize.
face that
But here's the thing.
Just pronounce my words. I don't see that as.
And that's a problem, but people see it as like,
I don't see
oh.
that as code switching because I naturally pronounce my words. I see code switching as changing the tone of my voice. Regardless, I'm not gonna put on my white girl baby voice.
So here's the unfortunate reality. Go ahead.
Example is somebody called me. Oh, hello, this is Cody with so and so. You know what I'm saying?
That's code switching.
That's code switching. But when I answer, hello, this is Cody with so and so.
And that's still not ratchet.
Yeah, that's how I talk. That's how I talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody get on the phone, hey man, check this out, bro. Then I get to talk to him. What's up, bro? Yeah, I'm gonna get there. I'm checking.
Energy.
Exactly.
But I'm not gonna say, hey, this is Cody. That's not me. I don't do that, bro.
Yo, let me tell you something.
That's professional. That's not code switching.
Code switching is when you change your voice to that white voice. That's code switching.
Nah, disregard, throw that white voice sentence away.
Bro, that's
Okay.
I think it's
Here's the
It's more professional. We need to
That's
change
what's been labeled.
this professional.
That's what it is. And yes, that's what it is. You change it. You change it. Hey, how you doing? My name is
I disagree.
I'm not gonna do that shit.
But if Michael, you're saying that too, because you also talk proper.
I do talk proper,
So
but here's
that's why
the
you're
thing.
saying that.
Again, English is English.
It's a
Yeah.
language.
Okay?
It's a language.
Bro, they speak English in London. They speak English in Australia.
Like Bree just said to me,
Professionalism, like.
your tone, if I was talking to you, I could tell if I'm talking to a black person or not, whether they're talking proper or whether they're talking.
Yo, again, big
It's
up
our
to the black
tone.
race because we have power. We have power in our voice and we have power in our actions. Okay? But here's the unfortunate part about it. The unfortunate thing about it is blacks, male and female, in high school and middle school or whatever the case may be, unfortunately they get joked on when they pronunciate words correctly. Again,
Who is that the word? Look,
it already sets the mindset. It already puts in effect
I'm
the
gonna get on the
mindset
nerve.
of white boys. When
get on
it
the nerve.
should be ultimately about being coherent, being able to pronunciate words correctly, period.
Bro, who told us that word is you all
Can I
or
say
yo,
something
you
like
guys saying that word is
Can I say something?
Who said that was the right way to correct?
It's English, bro.
Who wrote the book? Who wrote the book? The word thing was imposed on us.
Black people of America, we lack the identity, our culture was stripping away from us. So all we have is the fucking English language.
Hey,
now we use the English language, to communicate.
We created
I'm sorry, y'all.
We created but that English language that you talking about right now, that was imposed on us. That English language you talking about is old English. That's how we used to talk. That's how we created it.
What I was gonna say is, what you speaking right now, you got so much knowledge. Every other, like not every other black person, but a lot of black people are not looking into the culture like you talking right now. So you're coming out of like, oh, we created this, oh, we created that. Yes, we did, but not every black person is aware of that. But listen to me, Yes, that's what we're here for. But at the same time, we still gotta make it to tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that. You still gotta bring in a paycheck to provide for your mama and your kids and your sister, your daddy, yourself. You still have to get to point B. So what I'm trying to get to you guys to understand is, not saying we just gotta make it. No.
I'll tell you how it is. It's enslavement.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say is,
I'm going to touch a nerve. It's enslavement. That's what it is.
it probably
And I see what you. I
is.
understand where you're coming from.
Not everybody wants to be in that mindset. You want to get up out of it, but what I'm trying to say is, in order to get out of it, what do you have to do? You have to have a plan. And in order to have a plan, the plan is, hey, I'm about to call Becky, I got point A and point B. Let me just send you these numbers real quick. Let me type this email. I'm gonna see you right there. Make sure y'all give me my paycheck on Friday, and we about to go on.
That ain't code switching though.
It's not. But we don't. We also. It's not code switching, but at the same time, what am I? Professional.
That's the difference though.
That's the difference. We don't know the difference.
We're gonna go ahead in this episode, if you're code switching, figure out why you're doing it, maybe get to the core of that, and just remember to like, share,
Okay, it was on the 44th POTUS, all in a beautiful floaters. Rachel DeLazzo want it, all of the cool kids on it. Don't need a dollar, but if you got this in your DNA, partner, you born rich. Dr. Miami gets millions of dollars to bless him with features we born with, like big lips, wide nose. Used to be like stars, eyesos. Now big lips, wide nose, big thighs, they like those. See the sun, we absorb that. Hey, stay down like a floor mat, yeah. It's the reason Brian jumps so high. It's the reason Usain run a 4 flat. Fuck that and we don't stop. Black don't crack, don't need Botox. In the 60s looking half they age. Angela Bassett, Felicia Rashad. Talk that talk, no more, be modest. What you call a woman with the pigment? God, it's impeccable genetically. You better check the pedigree. Be dominating every single contest. It's power, it's healing, it's medicine, man. It's tougher than tough, but yet delicate, decadent, elegant, pleasant, that's better than man. Today we addressing the elephant, and the secret is all in our melanin, man. For the pigment, there's nothing short of magic. It's for everybody wishing that they had it. For the love that they secretly got for us. For the ancestors, cause they fought for us. Don't you never let them tell you you ain't gorgeous. They can't ignore us, the world hockey adores us. The powerful potion, the nectar of truth. I'ma show you what this melanin do. Sunburn? What's that? All hair? Don't touch that. No dreads here, gotta cut that. Walk out the office right now like fuck that. This energy is real, ain't a tough act. Nope. Step out of line, get cussed at. Till I hit a kick rocks, better punt that. Everybody come from melanin and that's a fun fact. He black, she black, we black. 3 facts, do yo research. Ancient Egypt, the pyramids create a religion. Civilization, the melanated people in it. They copied the blueprint, but they would not admit it. They burned the books and hope that we were gonna forget it. But no, look at your skin. I see pride, I see power. That's cool runnings, keep it coming. 24 hours like Jack Gower. Woo! The melanin come in so many different colors, and not one shade is better than the other. Dark skin daddy with an Anglo mother. The black queen mama had a European lover. Dominican, a Haitian, don't check other. Mexicans and Puerto Ricans just brown brothers, and the white man just a black man who went to Iceland centuries ago and lost his color. I get mad if you want to, but tell lies what I don't do. Don't erase the facts, just embrace the facts that you got that melanin on you. For the pigment, there's nothing short of magic. It's for everybody wishing that they had it. For the love that they secretly got for us. For the ancestors, cause they fought for us. Don't you never let them tell you you ain't gorgeous. They can't ignore us, the world hockey adores us. The powerful potion, the nectar of truth. I'ma show you what this melanin do.
Dun 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 dun.